Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe now, this start video. James Robert Jim Bob Duggar, born July 18, 1965, and Michelle Rocker, born September 13, 1966, married on July 21, 1984, just after Michelle's high school graduation. From the start, they were deeply rooted in conservative, devout Christian beliefs, specifically independent Baptist traditions, with connections to the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, an organization founded by Bill Gothard. They welcomed their first child, Josh, in 1988. In a span of just over 2 decades, the couple welcomed 19 children nearly annually from 1988 until 2009. The children all have names starting with J: Jana, Jill, Jessa, Jinger, Joseph, Josiah, Joanna, Jedid, Jeremiah, Jason, James, Justin, Jackson, Joanna, Jennifer, Jordan, Grace, and Josie. Michelle had originally used oral contraception and suffered a miscarriage between their first 2 children. Believing birth control had caused the miscarriage, she and Jim Bob then made a family decision to let God decide how many children to have. Their devout beliefs on family size and their public persona as a chastely moral, hardworking mega-family became the cornerstone of their reality TV image. Jim Bob has secondary public roles. He served 2 terms in the Arkansas House, 1999 to 2003, and worked as a real estate agent. Michelle has largely focused on child-rearing and home life. In 2004, a coverage in the New York Times of Jim Bob's Senate run inadvertently spotlighted the family and eventually led to early reality programming. The first show debuted in 2008 as 17 Kids and Counting, later rebranded as 19 Kids and Counting, and running until 2015. Taylor courted them as the embodiment of wholesome American Christian family values, offering glimpses into their home, homeschooling, parenting strategies, egg, courtship versus dating, faith, large-scale budgeting, and craft. Michelle and Jim Bob wrote books, A Love That Multiplies, 20 and Counting, and traveled as speakers, reinforcing their brand. Through this lens, their family became iconic symbols of the Quiverful movement, a controversial ethic advocating for large, birth-centered families and rejecting birth control. Everything changed in May 2015 when In Touch Weekly, via police files, released a report from 2006 detailing alleged child molestation by eldest son Josh Duggar, then 14 to 15 years old. He had inappropriately touched multiple minors, including 4 of his sisters. This scandal triggered immediate suspension and eventual cancellation of 19 Kids and Counting. A full breakdown of their moral image, prompting public outcry at the hypocrisy of promoting moral perfection while hiding family trauma. A broader reckoning about how their fundraising of faith-based children, mental health, and sexual issues were influenced by authoritarian religious structures. Though Josh apologized publicly, critics, many former IBLP members, claimed the family buried the matter, sought reconciliation per Gothard-style authoritarian forgiveness, and prioritized male lineage and unity over accountability. Several years ago, the Duggars reportedly experienced a serious house fire nearby. While details are scarce, the incident has acquired near-mythical status among fans and critics as evidence of danger within the family's practices. A local YouTube channel reported a house fired today, with claims Jim Bob lost $1 million, though with little verifiable sourcing. No major published outlets have covered the event. Some details remain unverified or anecdotal. Online rumor mills mention one individual died a June Bengali for someone in the blaze, or from ensuing trauma, or was it a kidnapping, near death, or injury? Another tale echoes the famous You news story. A mother presumed her baby had perished in a fire, only for the child to have been kidnapped and found safe 15 miles away later. Many readers conflate the story with the Duggar incident, but no authoritative evidence confirms it. Let's break down what we do know. 1. House fire. A home owned or managed by Jim Bob reportedly suffered a fire. The cause? Electrical accident, arson, remains unknown. Coverage is largely via social media, rumor sites, or local outlets. 2. Economic loss. Speculative statements suggest a $1 million loss. Absent records make confirmation impossible. 3. Casualty or kidnapping story. Some narrate a child death akin to other tragic stories. Despite emotional impact, there's no credible documentation. No hospital or police records are public. 4. No confirmed June. No actual name, identity, or report of a death or kidnapping tied to the Duggar fire. Predictably, the Duggar machine has exerted tight narrative control. Since the fire lacks mainstream reportage, speculation roams free among blogs, rumor boards, and secondary YouTube channels. On subreddits like r/FoxMummy, insiders discuss Duggar controversies, including the scandal, secret communications within the family, and even alleged fire and brimstone death threats, texts from burner phones. But for the fire itself, Reddit only hints at fear or threats, not victim names. Did anyone catch the snippet of that insane fire and brimstone death threat text claiming they had wronged Jim Bob, and the penalty ascribed for these sins is death? No evidence directly connects this to a fire death. When crisis arises, Jim, Bob, and Michelle often issue faith-centric general statements emphasizing privacy, prayer, and unity. For example, after Josh's arrest in 2021, they said, "This entire ordeal has been very grievous. Our hearts and prayers are with anyone who has ever been harmed. As parents, we will never stop praying for Joshua and placing our trust in God." Expect similar messaging for a fire incident, concerned but vague, with a focus on faith, confidentiality, and resilience, absent specifics about victims, causes, or accountability. June, meaning someone in Bengali, has no publicly named reference in Duggar discourse. Rumors claim a child or person died during or after the fire, suggest the family or media hushed the death, offer multiple variations, fire death, kidnapping, or near-miss rescue. These narratives gain traction in niche social media groups, but none have mainstream credibility. No local, legal, or hospital documentation exists. In contrast, the famous unrelated You account about a baby thought dead but found kidnapped 15 miles away fuels false associations. Without official confirmation, any June remains speculative. Fact-checking agencies have no record linking the Duggar fire to a fatality. Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. In 2023, Prime Video premiered Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets, a 4-episode documentary pulling back the veneer of reality TV perfection. It explores Josh's molestation and cover-up, the Duggar family's connection to IBLP, a highly authoritarian homeschooling/fundamentalist institution, cultural consequences, how rigid parenting styles, control, and shame can facilitate abuse. The series includes interviews with Jill Duggar-Dillard, ex-IBLP members, and experts. It critiques the family's theology and environment as fertile ground for abuse. These factors potentially influence how they handle crisis. A fire might not be admitted, an injury covered quietly, and the child's trauma muted as part of preserving the family's testimony and legacy. 9. Deconstructing the fire and June story. Without definitive proofs, here is a grounded breakdown. What is confirmed, unverified, or false? House fire? Reports of a fire involving a Duggar-owned property exist in rumor and YouTube videos. No mainstream media confirms. No credible sources confirming a $1 million loss, cause, or timing. Casualty? No hospital or police record cites death. No mainstream outlet names a victim. Rumors of a death, A June are unsubstantiated, no facts. Kidnapping tale. Some you do. Stories about babies surviving fires exist. No link to the Duggar event. Conflation error. Family reaction based on past behavior. Vague faith-based public statements. No verified statement from the Duggars about the fire. In summer.